Hello Capricorn. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship, in the past. Could also be current. For others of you, this could be a situationship. For a small portion of you, this could be someone who you have met and you know there's something special there, or in this case, something that's very intense because you do have the anger and rage card here. But no one's really speaking up. Somebody here wants a second chance. Okay. Also, for those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have, and I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. You have an extra card. Okay, first card is the strongest we have here, abundance, followed by anger and rage, surrender, death and rebirth, wisdom, sensuality, boundaries, play, selfhood. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme is mystery, my past life card. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Capricorn, there are certain things I want to tell you when it comes to me settling down. When it comes to me earning money, the potential and providing for you. This sometimes has been a problem. And I know I've not always been reliable. A part of me wants to learn from you. I want to gain that wisdom from you. There's a part of me that feels that you and I could be a great couple together. We could be a power couple. We have a lot of potential earning. But there's a part of me that really has become quite frustrated, angry. Not angry at you, but I am quite and very angry at myself for the things that I have said and done, and for the things that I never said that I should have, the things that I never did that I should have done. It's annoying and it's frustrating the way I have been. I realize that now. I never really thought of this before, but now I see it differently. A part of me now has surrendered itself to you because I see things differently. I see the world differently, and I see you differently. I want to surrender myself. If you lead, I will follow. The feeling that I have is a feeling that I belong to you and you belong to me. I have given you my mind, my heart, my body, and yet you are unaware of this. The reason why is because so many things in the past. We have been on rough terrain. Things were very rough in the past, but now I want to put to sleep and to death all that happened before, and I want to start something brand new. Have a rebirth in this connection. I want a second chance in this connection. So much has changed. I do feel that in this connection, things that happened in the past, I can't change the past. I can't truly forget certain things that have happened. Whatever has happened, there was a reason for it. And that cannot be erased. It's a part of my memory, and it's a part of your memory. It's a part of us now. And you might not know this, you might not see this now, but I have changed. Because of the things that I have gone through, the things that I have put you through, I have learned from this experience, and now I am wiser. To you, it may not seem like it because there are boundaries. You don't see this. And this is also what frustrates me. You don't see the good things that I want to give to you, the good things that I want to show you now. And that is truly because of me. I've put up those boundaries. There's a sense of wisdom now. I wish I could share with you and I wish I could show you, but because of the distance, it's hard for me to do so. I am no longer the same person that you once knew. I am different, and from what I think, I am better. I also feel that in this connection there is a sense of sensuality. But the fact that I have been focusing more on the sensual part of this connection, it actually has irritated me because I was not focused on the emotional. I should have been focused on other aspects of who you really are deep down, what you really want, what you truly desire. I also feel that in this connection, it has been very necessary for me to put up boundaries. I feel vulnerable. I do not want to be vulnerable. I do not want to be that person who can turn into mush, who can be molded, because that would upset me. Why? I'm not ready. This is the reason why I've kept my boundary. Do I want you? Yes, I do want a relationship with you. I want to restart. Am I a bit wiser? Yes, I am. That is why I've put up my boundaries, because I do not want to make any more mistakes. And I've also put up my boundaries to the obsession that I've had over you and your gorgeousness, your body, the scent of your skin, everything about you. You are so alluring, you're so tempting and tantalizing. It's hard not to think about you in that way. Yes, you are very sensual, and I do obsess over you. But lust is not everything. The materialistic isn't everything. The physical isn't everything, and so that is why I've started to keep my boundaries, but I still want to have you as a friend in my life. I need you in my life somehow. In you, I have found someone who is young, vibrant, cheerful. You make my life happy. You make me want to live again, thrive again. There is a sense of me wanting to be with you, of restarting this connection through friendship, a restart of the connection. In your eyes, I see mischief, I see fun, I see frolic, and I want to be a part of that. I know I have said a lot and I have done a lot. Many of the things that I have done and said have not been good. And I know that you have changed because of the things that I have done to you. Were they good? No, they weren't. I see you now as someone who has changed. You are someone who is now more self-reliant, self-sufficient, independent. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. Sure, you were like this before, but now this really sticks out to me. I really feel this. I really sense this. Yes, I do feel that you are very guarded. I've hurt you and you do not trust. I've hurt you and you shy away. Not just from me, but I have created a sense of PTSD. You get nervous about relationships. You don't trust. And I understand why, because that's me. It shouldn't have happened. This shouldn't have happened this way. But it did. Overall, I feel that in this connection, everything that has happened has been because it was pre-written. I was supposed to meet you. And now I question the universe. I ask, why is it that you are in my life? Why now? Why not before? Why not long ago? I feel that this feeling deep down inside, it's as if I've known you from before. I feel so comfortable I can talk to you about anything and not fear that you're going to judge me. And I wonder and I question the heavens. Were we meant to be together? Are we supposed to be together? Why are you in my life? Why now? Why not before? Why not long ago? Why not far into the future? Why at this very moment? Sometimes I can feel your energy so strong. I can smell your scent even though you're not there. I can feel your presence even though you're not there. And in my dreams, everything seems so real. I do want to have a connection with you. But beyond everything else, I know that I have a spiritual connection with you. This is a bond that is very strong. And it does not fade. It just exists. It's there by default. It does not go away. For now, I am quite upset at myself. But I have grown wiser. And I want to be someone who is more responsible. Someone who can be there for you in the future. If you were to give me a second chance. All right. Capricorn, you have it there. So firstly, these distraction, these two candles, they've been on for a while. Don't consider that any omen, please. I already knew that was happening. Now, it's quite interesting here. What happened? Let me know in the comments below. What happened where this person is upset at themselves? What did they do? If you don't mind, I'm not going to pause this and then create a scene, I'm going to put some candles on because it just looks odd. So please do write in the comments, because it's a very strange kind of reading when I see the anger and rage card, which is this card. I find it difficult to understand the reason why this person, not only are they angry at themselves and they want to reach out, but then they also have boundaries. So what is the reason behind that? There, we didn't have to pause. Also, your person of interest definitely is a past life spiritual connection. So that means this person could be a twin flame. Wow, hello. A twin flame, a soulmate, a karmic partner. That is with this card. This is my past life card. I interpret it like that. I interpret all these cards quite differently from what the original text is supposed to be like. So there you go. Yay, nice studio. Okay. So we have a situation that's kind of a hodgepodge situation. What am I seeing right now? I'm seeing mud, a roadway, and it's muddy. And it's like brown mud, dark brown mud. And I'm seeing, what are they called? Slabs of probably like concrete, but broken slabs of concrete, like square shape, broken, kind of rugged on the edges. And it's on one side, and then one's a little further up and one's a little further that way. But it's almost as if this reading is like that. Part of it is very safe and solid, and then part of it's very muddy to the point where you start to sink in. And then there's another part that's pretty solid. But then again, it's muddy and it's very soft. So there's a lack of balance in this specific reading, plus also this issue that you're dealing with this person. Somebody here might have money problems because there's anger associated to money. Explain that to me. Did somebody take someone's money? Does somebody owe someone back? I personally know two people. This one person was in love with two different guys. I think it was $20,000 she lent to her first boyfriend, never got it back. $24,000 to the next one. Third time she learned a lesson. She never gave any money to any guy. But the point is, they were temporary guys. It was a gift. Gift cannot really be claimed. And so that was an issue, right? But it's something to do with money, right? So here we do have money, we have materialistic gain, certain things that may have happened that have kind of angered this individual, not towards you, but angered them towards themselves. Certain things that they have done that have really brought them down to their knees, surrender. They've surrendered to the fact that they did something really bad. So please let me know in the comments below if there's any money related things, because this is a first card. First card usually for me is the strongest card, strongest amount of energy. Now this reading, because of this card, could be vice versa. Crosswatcher, this might be you. Not Scorpio, maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio. Capricorn, this could also be yourself as well. It doesn't have to necessarily be your person of interest because of this card. When we have this card, this is my past life card. I feel with this card, there's a lot of energy that deals with the mirroring of two people. There's a mirroring of two people. There's the merging of the energies between the both of you. So you both have two different bodies, but the same kind of energy. And when that happens, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, your energy will always be kind of hovering and kind of rotating around this individual. This is what happens. Sometimes I've done career readings and still the love part comes up because two people have not really settled their issues. So that love aspect, love is a very huge emotion. And when it comes through, it usually does come through in any reading. So here, I mean, this is an entire love reading. This is a huge card to have. This means you guys have been either married in the past life, You either have been engaged, maybe betrothed, but you had some sort of a long-term committed connection. Now, you could have been a soulmate, karmic partner, twin flame, could have been more. Those are the top 3 that I've seen that are the highest and the strongest. Also, this person now, Capricorn, even though some of you, hopefully, good luck, hopefully some of you have moved on. But if you haven't, the impression that this person has of you is that you have moved on. And this usually is, it's a feeling that this individual gets, where they see you in this light, this aura of, I am single and ready to mingle. This is not them, this is you. This is how they see you. Now, it's not a bad thing, because this actually intimidates them and makes them want to hurry up. Hence, why they want this second chance, the start, the restart of this connection. Also with this, I just wanted to mention for some of you, I do past life readings. If you want a past life reading to find some closure, to find some information on why this person is treating you like this in this lifetime, what happened in the past life that is causing this kind of feeling and emotion to come through in this lifetime, this will give you the answer, the past life reading that I do. And please do have a look on my website. That's www.asnointia.com. You'll see one of the packages there. It's a past life package. If it is unavailable, feel free to send me an email and I will put you on the waiting list. That particular package really is helpful. It's helped a lot of people because it provides you with a sense of closure if you want to have that closure. Let's have a look. I have here 2 that just popped up, wanting to come out. All right, so this is the Lover's Path Tarot. And for those of you who are new, I read this entire deck in the reverse. Also, I go a little bit into the past to see what happened in the first place in this connection. So things may have been wonderful at some point in time, but then things started to kind of go downhill. So what happened there? Your person of interest may not have told you certain things. They may have ghosted you. They may have just faded. They may have treated you and taken you for granted and not treated you that well. So for this reason, you may wonder what happened. Perhaps they just poof, left. And you're just sitting there wondering, are we even together anymore? Because they text you, or maybe they message you once a week, maybe once every month. And you're thinking, okay, what's going on? Do I wait for this person? So this is for those of you that feel this, because I do have a lot of clients that go through that. So keep in mind, this is in the past. The first set of cards that I just did for you, those cards are in the present. So that's the current status of your person. We have here tradition, and then the 8 of Cups, and then we have the Prince of Staves. So I'll be starting with the tradition card. Here, this talks about the need to throw out old structures that constrain. But there is fear of unconventional ideas and ways of approach. It talks about non-conformity. So, your person of interest didn't want to do things the traditional way. Now, by traditional, I mean old-fashioned traditional lifestyle. Whatever that used to be. This person had a view that was slightly different, on a slant, whatever, but they did not want to do the same thing that the everyday world is doing. And that actually became a problem. We have here also the 8 of Cups. With the 8 of Cups, this talks about taking leaves, a leave of absence, disillusionment, a lack of transition. There was a need to take time to move on. There was a need for more substance in life, whether that be more satisfying relationships or a more authentic way of life. What your person was doing, Capricorn, and please hear this, They were lingering too long in a difficult and superficial situation that they thought, because they were uncertain about this relationship, whether they should stay or whether they should leave, because they had doubts. Wow. Okay. If you want to hear that again, you know what to do. That was huge. That was a big message. And that's what happened, guys, for the majority of you. They just didn't move on and become that committed person because they had that sort of doubt. Now, why was that doubt existing? It was existing because of the fear of doing things very traditionally. That's why. There was something to do with this person wanting to have things their way, and when they did not get it, they did not feel comfortable. And then they started to act quite differently, which is why they wanted to move on. Here we also have the Prince of Staffs. Now remember, this is a prince. This is not a king, right? Not a queen either. So you're dealing with somebody who is slightly immature. Maybe for some of you, you're thinking, wow, this person is really immature. So it could be some level of immaturity exists here. Prince of Staffs. This talks about the need to be more receptive to beauty, to love and harmony. Your person of interest here was taking all of that for granted. Here, unfortunately, your person of interest was overindulging in fantasies. So when we're overindulging in fantasies, this also tells me that they were not very practical. They did not plan in a realistic fashion. It was not happening. And when it didn't happen, how are they supposed to be realistic? So they wanted things slightly different than the traditional. Then you have your money aspect, the materialistic aspect. They also have here this sense of immature behavior. They don't want to move on. They don't know how to move on, really. And moving on here, they decide to, you know what? It's not going to work out for me. I'm just going to move on. Because I have doubts. I don't know if I should stay in this relationship or go. I don't know what I should do in this relationship. So this is a problem, because when we have here, we also have, in relation to this Prince of Staffs, scattered energy. This means that they were not focused on you. There was a sense of hesitation. They did not move forward. There was inability to find and focus matters at hand. The need to develop skills and to bring dreams into reality. I mean, that's what I was talking about. It wasn't really very realistic. But the inability to focus on matters at hand. And there was a sense of hesitation. So when you have scattered energy, it does mean that your energy is being pulled in this direction, this direction, this direction. This person's focus was on certain tasks, on certain responsibilities, but one of those, it was not you. Nothing was you. And the issue is they were taking you for granted. That was also the issue. So, you wondered what happened? There was truly a lot going on in this person's mind, but they were not telling you. How can they possibly tell you all of these things that I just talked to you about? It's messed up. You'd question, well, why the hell are you even in this relationship? Probably that's why you have the sensuality card, right? That sense of sensuality, trying to be in it just for the physical, just for the intimacy, just for the naughtiness. That's why they were in it. That's what they wanted. That's what they desired. All right, let's have a look. I have here the Beginner's Tarot. Here I'll have a look at any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest has towards you. Oh, so very nice. Yeah, now they want justice, huh? Yeah, now they want to make things right. Well, remember the first set of cards, you did have death and rebirth. So they do actually want to have a connection with you, that putting to rest all that happened before, but starting something brand new. Something that would be long-lasting and beautiful. Okay, interesting. Justice. Ace of Cups. the Wheel of Fortune. Then we have the Four of Swords, followed by the Three of Cups. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. So here with Justice, just like you had the first card, the first set of cards, you had Death and Rebirth. That's actually a second chance card for me. Here, it is a I want to make things right situation. So that's really good. Your person of interest sees now that things have not been very equal. They have mostly been their way. I'm getting their way or the highway. So they've been quite selfish. They've thought about themselves a lot. However, now things are changing, which is a good thing. This is probably where the wisdom kicks in. Here we also have Ace of Cups. Your person of interest is going to reach out to you. Yes, there is an action here, Capricorn. They're going to reach out to you. They're going to perhaps offer you love, offer you this sense of forgiveness, asking for forgiveness, but there is a reconciliation here. One thing that they're really hoping for, and it's interesting because you did have the mystery card before, and that's a very spiritual card for me. That's the past life card. But here, this is about, for me, Wheel of Fortune, fate and destiny. They are hoping and they're praying someday, some way, we will meet again. They feel this, they know this, and they believe this to be true. Then we have here the Four of Swords. With the Four of Swords, they have gone through a lot. They feel that they have gone through a lot when it comes to you. They have put you through heartache and pain. They've hurt. I've seen the word hurt and pain. They've caused you a lot of hurt and pain. And in the distance here, we have the Three of Swords. So now they are healing. There is a need for a time to rest. To be someone who can take a better bird's eye view of the entire situation, but rest and have a look, a logical sense of mind. But the healing needs to be here because a part of their heart is hurting because of what they've done to you. This is most likely why they're also angry at themselves. Reconciliation. Three of Cups. They do want to reconcile with you. They want to be in a situation with you where they can either, this is what I'm seeing for some of you, they want to go to dinner with you. If that's not the case, they do want to be in the company of you and celebrate with you. This could be just the two of you, or it could also be you, them, and a few more people. So I do see here a crowd of people. Perhaps you may go out with them as well as with other people, but it's just going to be the both of you talking. So they do have hope for the future, but what they're hoping for right now is that sense of kind of mental awareness. I'm getting the word again, PTSD. I think, I don't know if it was this reading or the other one. It's the sense of them feeling history is repeating itself, and they don't want that to happen. So for that reason, they put up those boundaries. Now here, they've also once again put up their boundaries, and they're kind of self-reflecting. There's a sense of isolation, forcing themselves into isolation, into contemplating life. But they're doing this voluntarily, which is actually a good thing, because that means they want to improve and they want to get out of this mindset that is very sad and very, honestly, it's depressing. But this is what they are going through. So do I see this person connecting with you, reaching out to you? I do see that here, especially with the Ace of Cups, with the Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. This is more of the plan that they have. And with the Three of Cups, I see that more of the intention that they have to celebrate with you, to be with you, to reconcile with you. Overall, Capricorn, not bad. It's a really good reading. Whenever you have someone contemplating, having some self-reflection, that's a really good sign, because that means they are working on fixing themselves to be with you. That's always a good thing. All right. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. We have here, you are ready, followed by success. Then we have wait, be assertive, we also have a choice card here, so this does mean there's going to be two groups here. Some of you who wish to remain with this person, and some of you who will decide to move on from this person, and that's perfectly okay. Yeah. No, you need to compromise. So you remember, you had the traditions card. So clearly there's an issue here where someone's not on the same page with the other person. Your way of thought, their way of thought is quite different. And your beliefs, your customs, your rituals, your mindsets are quite different. Here we have, you are ready. You are ready emotionally, spiritually, and physically to tackle on whatever happens in this connection. Going forward, you will be ready. Here we also have, there will be success. With an exclamation mark, there will be success in this connection. There will be success overall in your life. However, they are saying wait. So there's no need to rush it. Remember, there's that Four of Swords. They need to take their time. Eventually, they will change and they will start to merge, kind of like a butterfly coming out from the cocoon. Here we also have be assertive. Your person of interest has been very dominating for some time. Now, dominating could be the word, or it could simply just be that they do things in a way and you have to follow, or you need to follow. Here it talks about you once and for all being assertive. This means you put your foot down and you let them know what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with. What are your boundaries? What are your healthy boundaries? Start to keep healthy boundaries, because that actually creates respect. And in a strange way, a sort of hesitation to cross the line. Here we also have, it's up to you. So some of you are going to want to move forward in this connection with this person, and that's okay. Some of you are not going to want to, if that makes sense. Some of you are not going to. We also have here, ask your angels. The way I ask the angels, I pray to the Christ consciousness, who is Jesus. And from him, in my mind's eye, I get to the holy light of God, that's his Father. From there, it is these angels, many of them, but I deal with Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel most of the time. You can call upon these angels, but you also need to get permission from the Almighty, the Source, the holy white light of God. From there, within a split second, you are in the energy of these angels. Let them know what the issue is, and let them know that you need some sort of guidance, or even getting some messages so that you can know what to do next. Now, we don't always need to depend on angels. We are on this earth so that we can make our own decisions, but sometimes in order to guide us on the right path so that we don't make a mistake, so that we don't repeat something, the angels are there to help us. So feel free to definitely ask your angels, to talk to them in your heart. You can within a split second. Like I said, you are in their energy. You give them permission to help you, because they also know that you have that sense of free will, but they can't force themselves onto you. You need to give them permission. Now, these are the angels in heaven. Always be careful when you talk about white light, talk about the holy white light of God, because there are many lights in the universe. Not all of them are good. And when you deal with angels, remember the heavenly angels. That's a different dimension. Here we have an upright no with an exclamation mark. This here falls on the compromise side. Some of you are going to want to compromise, and that's okay. That's the way it's going to work in this specific connection. But others of you are not going to want This is why you have the no. Because why? Because you have to be assertive. You've been compromising too much. You have been changing and adapting and accommodating so much that it's just you. And then you are not the real you anymore. You are just a person who this person has molded into what they wanted. That is why some of you, if you have changed your personalities, if you have shut down your communication with your friends, discontinued your talks with your family because of this individual, yeah, they probably got your back. You're going to have to be careful with this person. But that's just for some of you. If this person is open-minded enough and their heart is open, where the both of you have an equal give and take, no worries. Then there is success. But even if you decide to move on from this person, there is still going to be success because you are going to be able to take that stand, take that step, be assertive, and only come to that compromise that makes you feel comfortable, healthy, and happy, and safe. Capricorn, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. Like I mentioned, let me know how money goes along with this. What is it about the money part? This could be somebody is helping somebody. Somebody may have scammed somebody or defrauded somebody. It could be anything, but it's related to finances. It could also be that somebody's just frustrated because you did have the anger and rage card right after it. Somebody's just frustrated that they're not settled, that they don't have the materialistic means of showering you and just letting you know, oh yes, come, everything is ready for you. All I want to do is just compromise and you come live with me. Everything's ready and set to go. Sometimes that doesn't happen, but somebody wants to do this for you. You might not want them to do it, but from their point of view, they want that. And sometimes if they can't, then it makes them feel as if they're not ready. That might be the case here too. All right, Capricorn. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do have a look at my other channel on Asnointia Audio. That is actually, it's on YouTube. It's called Asnointia Audio. And that is a channel where I've created videos. They're mostly audio recordings for relationship-related issues. For those of you that may need some type of guidance and insight. I also have some on spiritual connections. So the card that we had seen earlier, the mystery card, that actually goes very well with this. You will be able to see the video that I have. It's called Past Life and Spiritual Connections. That has a lot of information on it. And you'll realize you're not alone because there's a lot of other people that have the same situation like you. We also have Past Life Spiritual Connections, Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. Along with that, you also have some videos on twin flames. I have one on soulmates, karmic partners, and there are some other ones. I also wanted to mention that related to relationship-related advice, I do have those as well. And one of the ones that I uploaded a while ago, that is actually about negative energies, what and who are negative energies and how to get rid of them. If some of you are interested in getting rid of them, I do have packages for that. Very simple procedures and methods. And that is on my website. So please feel free to go to www.asnointia.com and you'll be able to read through the description. And if you feel that that's what you need, go ahead and place an order. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys again. Take care. Bye now.